MLB Network is live with a special presentation of AAA baseball from the International League. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Syracuse Mets and the Buffalo Bisons. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Ernest Burnett will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Billy Ortiz. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Curveball taken for a strike on the inside.
First pitch, 6:05.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Called strike 0-2. Burnett is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable. And when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
You know, Matty, when I look at this lineup at first glance, the fact that they're last in doubles doesn't mean a whole lot to me. But then you got to say to yourself, if they're not driving the ball in the gap, they're certainly not driving it out of the ballpark. So this offense has to clean it up, play a little bit differently, be a little bit more aggressive on the base pass, because you can't expect them to string a ton of hits together.
Stepping into the box, Andrew Tharp. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. In there, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Alford is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Chris Mendoza, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Boy, here's an interesting pitcher. He actually pitches better on the road than he has at home this season, which is not an easy thing to do. Sometimes guys just like being on the road, being in a different hotel, warming up and going out onto a different mound. Whatever the case, this guy definitely loves pitching on the road.
Here's the pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, they started this road trip off right. Yesterday, there was one common theme. There was great starting pitching. Guy went out and absolutely executed. Hopefully he passes the baton to this guy today, and he goes out and follows suit.
2-1. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
So coming to the plate, Anthony Alford. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry. And if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. That misses. So a single and a walk. And it's first and second with nobody out.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Coming to the plate now, Justin Smoke. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Too high, and it's 3-0.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
The 3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
Holcomb at second, Alford at first with no outs. Three-two pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter. Anderson Moyer comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Fouled away. And it's 1-2. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, the one thing that jumps off the page at me is the fact that this team leads the league in doubles, putting themselves in scoring position time and time again. Instead of having to get a few knocks, one base hit gets you right back in the ball game. This offense creates a lot of opportunities.
Settling in now, Devin Travis, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. One strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Weak grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Misses for ball 1.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Bases are loaded here. One man out. Hit in the air to center field. Moving under it, Tharp. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Hansen.
Alan Hansen the next to bat. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. He's set, and the pitch. In there, 0-1.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
Comes set, the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone, and with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
2-2. And it's fouled away. Here's the 2-2. Fouled off. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out. Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
hit sharply on the ground. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 3-0 game.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
That'll bring up Billy McKinney, as the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 268 the average for him coming in. 9 homers and 31 RBIs. The 1-0. 1-1 the count. McKinney, a 6'1" left-handed swinger and thrower. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy hasn't reached the big leagues yet, but he's coming. You're going to know his name at some point. He just got a few more developmental things to work on.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Nido goes to get it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors and a runner left. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Buffalo's in front of this one, 3-0. Leading off the inning, Michael Hogan, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First offering on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. You want to talk about shutting a running game down? The guy behind the dish has an absolute cannon. I mean, you will not see guys get but 2-step lead off first base today.
Striding forward now is the DH, Brian Ballard. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. First pitch on its way. A bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Benny McMahon, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 7 homers, and he's driven in 24. The 1-0. Back up the middle. A bare hand for 1. On to Smoke in time for an inning-ending double play. Now to the plate, Socrates Brito. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Whoa, that's down.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
The 2-1 home is looked at for ball 3.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
3-2 full count. The 3-2 pitch is taken on the inside corner. Strike 3.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And one of the main backbones for them out on the field today is the guy behind the dish. He controls the entire flow of the game, manipulates a pitching staff, gets them through the game, and not only that, completely shuts down a running game.
Digging in now, Reese McGuire. He was hitless in the shutout last night. First pitch of the at-bat. In there for strike 1, 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Liner towards second, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Stepping in now, Charlie Holcomb, and he puts it on the ground to second. Barehanded for one. Throw to first is going to be offline, so they just get the one on the play. Now stepping in and ready for another shot, Anthony Alford. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. From the stretch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Here's Justin Smoke now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Pops this one up. And that's going to find real estate and fall in for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Anderson Moyer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. This is pulled into right, and he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
Now batting, second baseman, Devin.
Hector Santiago enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while.
46, Hector Santiago.
Devin Travis will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard on the ground at first. Scooped up. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Bisons lead it 5-0. At the plate, Rene Rivera. We show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Drilled on the ground is short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Well, nothing earth-shattering about this one. He just didn't finish the play and watch it into his glove. And now they've got the leadoff runner aboard and no outs.
Into the box, Jamison Epperson. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Rivera gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss for strike 1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. High and deep to right center. Brito giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. In now, Tomas Nido. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And he falls behind now, 2-0. The 2-0 finds the zone, strike 1.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually a quality take.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Brito over to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now
digging in to try it again. Billy Ortiz 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. In the dirt here, and a good idea to hang close at first as he'll make it back easily. 2 out with the man at first. Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing. The 2-1 home. This is line to left.
McKinney is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's no runs on no hits, one error, and a runner left stranded. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Buffalo's in front of this one, 5-0. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Alan Henson, coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. Hit softly down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Another 0-2 home. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And in to hit next, the speedy Billy McKinney. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Count 1-0.
1 out, nobody on.
Nope.
And he misses again, 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Full count now. Ball 4.
Ball 4.
Wow, I'm not sure what they were afraid of in this at bat. The count moved to 3-2, and they didn't even challenge him there. I can understand being careful with some hitters, but not that guy. He'll happily take the walk.
Socrates Brito, the next to bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball, that's outside.
And that misses, ball 1. McKinney stands at first with 1 out. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
And that's in there, 2-1. The 2-1 home. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Locks him up for strike 3.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
At the plate, Reese McGuire, a base hit in his first trip. First pitch on its way. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
Standing in now, Charlie Holcomb. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Digging in, Anthony Alford. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
First delivery to him on the way. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. Here's the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. The 1-2. Hit back up the middle. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. 1 run scores. And the run is in to score from second. It's 7-0.
Boy, Dero, talk about so close, but yet so far. 1 strike from getting out of this inning, but a big 2-run base hit right there.
Yeah, that batter was able to control his emotions. Not a guy who fears going deep in the count right there, and he was able to come through.
Into the box now, Justin Smoak, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. His head-to-head line against Hector Santiago. He's had some success, 5 for 11. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Ready with the 2-0. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
3 balls and a strike now to Smoke.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
What's the saying?
The batter.
When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should
Anderson.
do is stop digging.
Moyer.
Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Digging in the switch hitter, Anderson Moyer. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch.
Oh, that's
Not a
off
bad
the
pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Holcomb, the runner at third. Alford on second. Smoke at first. 2 out in the inning. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And that ends the inning. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Bisons lead it 7-0. Ready for another chance? Andrew Tharp.
Leading off
He'll
for
look
the
to
Mets,
bounce back after
the
striking
7-0.
out his last time
Andrew.
up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting. Number
Now at
6.
the plate, Jeff McNeil comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at bat. It's ball 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
And he takes a called strike 2.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get me over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
And that misses. 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. McKinney racing back, and it's gone. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
Now batting. Third
In
baseman.
now, Michael Hogan.
Michael
As he'll go after the first
Hogan.
pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 3.
Striding in,
Designated
Brian
hitter.
Ballard. He
Brian
singled his last time up.
Ballard.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. But not before they're able to at least get 1 back on the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Buffalo's in front of this one, 7-1. Into the box now, Devin Travis, 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far.
The second baseman, Devin Travis.
Here comes the first pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul.
That's a ball.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. The 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The batter,
And there's
one.
a final look at the
Designated
numbers for the
hitter,
starter in this one.
Alex
Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Hansen.
Man, did this one get ugly early. As a starting pitcher, you're looking to get some length, and certainly 5 or 6 innings. He couldn't even get out of the 2nd inning in this one. This is one he'd certainly like to forget.
First delivery to him on the way. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Grounded back up the middle. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, the left
Riding
fielder,
in once again,
Billy
Billy McKinney. 0 for 1 with a run
McKinney.
scored thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Now a hard liner toward short. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. Another look as he goes way up to get that one at short. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Stepping up to the plate, Benny McMahon. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Very high. 2-1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Now the 2-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this is going to be extra bases here to kick off the 5th. And the throw in gets away from him.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Into the box, Rene Rivera, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. It comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
1-1.
And he fouls this one off. Now a swing and a fly ball. Brito moving in, but this will land untouched. Softly to the right side, should get the runner to third. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting.
So striding in, Jamison Epperson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Count even now at 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
Boy, that's a good piece of hitting, Dero, right there. Takes the pitch away and just goes ahead and slaps it to the opposite field.
Yeah, just grabbed himself an RBI right there. Didn't try and do too much. Took what the pitcher gave him, and it worked out.
Standing in now, Tomas Nido, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. That's wide. 2-0. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. The set and the 2-1 pitch.
Ball 3.
Slider laid off for a ball.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Epperson, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And that is in there at the letters to run it full 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Now the payoff pitch home. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Count remains full. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Billy Ortiz. First pitch on its way down the third baseline. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
3-2 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Ready for another shot now, Andrew Tharp. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Into right field. That's a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box now, Jeff McNeil. Alford is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Bisons lead it 7-2. Ready once again, Socrates Brito. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, and they froze him on a good changeup. Tough one. If you got good arm action, and this pitcher certainly does have good arm action out there, tough to decipher between the fastball and changeup. He's got to be willing to stay back and take the ball the other way.
The 1-0 home. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Left side, but well foul. Bullet back up the middle. Tharp has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Stepping in now, Reese McGuire. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0. A ball and a strike now. Hard on the ground toward short. He's got it. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Now batting.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Charlie Holcomb. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is line to left. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So he delivers with 2 away, and the bottom of the 5th marches on.
Now back.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
In now, Anthony Alford, as he rips it on the ground to second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Buffalo's in front of this one, 7-2. So here's the cleanup hitter, Michael Hogan. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Michael Hogan.
Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
The windup and the 0-1. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
2 strikes.
Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. The 1-2. Still 1-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter.
Next will be the designated hitter, Brian Ballard. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. A ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball just inside. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a
right
zone by
fielder,
that
10.
much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Benny McMahon 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. Ballard, base runner at first with 1 out. Ball 1, well below the zone. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Runners on first with 1 down. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job
Now
right
batter.
there. That's the
first
4th
baseman,
time he struck out,
Rene
and we're only in the 2nd game of
Rivera.
this series.
Standing in now, Rene Rivera, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. From the belt, the pitch, and he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Travis has got it, and the side is retired.
Your
Drew
attention,
Smith
please.
enters to do the
Now
pitching in the
for
bottom of the
Syracuse.
6th.
Number 62.
At the plate, Justin Smoke.
leading off
It was a
for the
walk
Vikings,
in his last
The
trip.
first baseman, Justin.
First delivery to him on the way. Right there for strike 1. Smith, a native Texan. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a 2-seam fastball. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch, and it's fouled away. Now another 0-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
When you're down here in the minors, it's all
Now
about
batting,
honing your skills and
shortstop,
getting someone to notice
Anderson.
you. Well, I've been
Moyer.
noticing this guy on the mound all game long, so I have to think this outing will go a long ways towards getting him some good recognition.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard but foul. 0-1 count and the pitch.
Ball in.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High and deep to center field. Tharp going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Standing in, Devin Travis. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Back here for International League Baseball on MLB Network. We're off to the 7th inning now, but first let's have a look at our game summary to see how we got here. John Axford is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 77, John.
Leading off the inning, Jamison Epperson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Into the box, Tomas Nido, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Axford, or the Axeman as he's sometimes called. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Now here's the pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Billy Ortiz. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First offering on its way. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Lined hard and deep down the left field line. But he just missed his extra bases. Line shot to third, and the side is retired.
Rejoice with the traditional 7-inning stretch.
Standing in, Alan Henson. They'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
The designated hitter, Alan Henson.
First delivery to him on the way. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. On the barehanded attempt, gets by him here, and that ought to go as a bunt single. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Ortiz, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Into the box, Billy McKinney. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Lays off 1-0. One out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Two balls and a strike now. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And there's out number 2. Ready now, Socrates Brito. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while. He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
Lifted the other way out to left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Alfonso Lima has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 32, Alfonso Lima.
Leading off the inning, Andrew Tharp, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The center fielder, Andrew Tharp.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Oh, and that is right there for strike 2. Lima, 28 years old. He offers up a two-seamer, a slider, a changeup, and a curveball. Here it comes. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down.
Number 6.
Now batting, Jeff McNeil. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
2-0 now. outside. 3-0 now. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Now in the box, Michael Hogan. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, and they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball, 1-0. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Pitch on the way. And he struck him out. Luis Pinheiro is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 8, Luis Pinheiro.
So digging in now, Reese McGuire. He was a ground out victim last time up.
The catcher, number 10.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is a slider taken for a ball.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Down the first baseline. Here now the 2-2. Locks him up for strike 3.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box now, Charlie Holcomb. And he puts it on the ground to second. Backhanded. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Into the box now, Anthony Alford. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Now the 1-0 is taken. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's ball 2 now. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Justin Smoke would be next. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Stepping into the box, Justin Smoke. A hit in 2 tries so far. From the belt, the pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Alford, the runner at first with 2 gone. 1-1. Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in. And still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Throw over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Smoke waiting on the 1-2.
That's ball 2.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Calvin Davies comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 20, Calvin Davies.
Striding in to start the 9th, Ryan Ballard. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Ballard.
Here comes the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Nope.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the 9th.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that.
Right fielder,
if you can spot
10.
your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
In now, Benny McMahon. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And foul, though it had the home run distance. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the 0-2. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Played on the backhand. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th. So stepping in, Rene Rivera. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this will find the wall deep in the corner.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line.
Now batting,
stayed in there,
the
fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Standing in now, Jamison Epperson, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Nope,
And he misses with it, 1-1.
1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Taken, called strike two, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is McKinney. He's there. Oh, but he can't hold on. And they'll get a little closer here as the run comes across to score from first. That makes it a 7-3 ball game.
Man, that was a comedy of errors right there. They're kicking the ball all over the yard, and the runner on first comes all the way around to score. So you wonder why managers retire early? There's your answer right there.
Pedro Esposito gets the call here as he'll try and look for one out to finish this thing off.
Pedro Esposito.
Stepping in now, Tomas Nido. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. On to first, and that's your ball game.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
And tonight's final, 7-3. The Bisons posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Ernest Burnett wins his team-leading 10th game of the year. Chris Mendoza was unable to work out of the second inning as he settled with the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Barons, 7 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.